everyone. My name is Jennifer Stay. I am the artist behind Coloring Bliss. And I would like to welcome all of you to this live event. And we are coming on spontaneously so that we can do some coloring and announce our big change in our business, a big new thing that we are offering all of you that we're so excited about. I'm doing a little coloring here on the free item that we are offering to everyone. I haven't done any color pencil coloring yet today, so that's why I thought I would pull out the color pencils here for a minute while everybody's coming on with us. And Steve is here with me.
Hello.
He is coming on to make sure the audio's working and he can answer your questions as we talk about this big announcement that we have been hinting at for a while. I haven't been on YouTube for quite a while. I haven't uploaded because we've been working so hard on two things. We've been working on this new era or new phase of our business. And also I haven't been on because I've been working on setting up my new art studio. And I've got my studio set up now, at least as far as I'm going to do it for now. I still have some boxes I haven't unloaded, but they will have to wait for a while because I got sick and tired of unloading boxes and wanted to sit down and do art. So I piled up the boxes and told them they would have to wait. But most of it's put away, so I think I did pretty good. So in the new year, I will be doing an art studio tour and probably some videos on art storage and that kind of fun stuff. So you guys can look forward to that. I've got lots of fun things planned for the YouTube channel for the new year. But things kind of had to slow down and stop while we worked really hard on this new phase of our Coloring Bliss business. And you will notice we have rebranded our company. We used to be Coloring Pages Bliss, and now we're going to be going by the name Coloring Bliss to be a little bit more accurate to what we are. We're not just coloring pages, we are coloring in general. We do all kinds of stuff. We do tutorials, we do reviews, we do coloring books. Did I just give away what we're about to talk about? Oh, I'm so excited to show you guys. I got to get my energy back up. We have been on Facebook for the past hour or so announcing this new print center that we are doing. And so now I wanted to come over here to my fans and subscribers here on YouTube and announce our new print center to you guys because you are some of my faithful and awesome fans, and I wanted to share it with you guys too. Plus, I just haven't been here in a while and I miss you guys. So I wanted to come over. A few of you have been sending me messages of concern and worry about where are you? Are you okay? And I really appreciate that. It's nice to know that I am thought of and worried about. So I appreciate that. I am good, really good. My studio is gorgeous. I can't wait to show it to you. And the print center that we have built, well, built is the wrong word. Our print center is amazing, and I'm going to share with you phase one of our vision for the print center. In the new year, we will release phase two, and both phases are really exciting, and I can't wait to share with you why we're doing it and what it's all about. So, Steve, do we have some people here with us?
Yeah, we got a few popping on here.
Good.
Blue Sky 13, Rosalinda wanted to shout out, and she says, I have a question.
Great.
And she says, what's your favorite print? Maybe
coloring page, maybe?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Rosalinda, maybe you could give us a little, elaborate a little bit more on what you're asking there. But
yeah.
And says just watch you live on Facebook. Don't mind watching this announcement again.
Ah, welcome. That's fun that you followed us over. I feel, wow. I mean, I talked and talked and talked for an hour straight, and now you've come to listen to me again. I'm honored.
And Blue Sky 13 asked, what pencils are you using today?
Oh, I was just coloring with okay, I'm going to butcher it. Brunzil. That's pretty good. That sounds Dutchy. The Brunzil pencils. This was a set I picked up off dickbook.com. And it's the original Dutch quality Brunzil pencils. This is not their highest line of pencils. I wish it was, because these I'm not super impressed with, but they're fun. And the packaging is darling. And it comes with, it says 60 pencils, but that's not exactly accurate, because you get 44 regular color pencils of the Brunzil line, which is, I don't know if there's another name for their highest line, but this is like maybe their student line, I don't know. And then you get 12 of these, they call them metallic, but they're not metallic. They're just sort of metallic hues. They don't color metallic, but they are really beautiful, the hues. I just colored this little Christmas tree on this gift tag with those metallic hues, and they're really pretty, very unique colors, so they're fun. But I expected them to be metallic colored when they came out, but they're not. They don't have any shine other than the wax of the colored pencil. And then the last two pencils are just straight up regular graphite pencils, a 2B and an HB pencil. So that's what you get, plus a color pencil, a sharpener and a eraser. So it's still a fun set, but they're not the highest quality pencils I've ever used. So, but it's really fun, and the case is just really cool. I love the little VW bug on it. Really fun. They even have a bug on the VW bug. So that's kind of fun.
Lori Brown says, love your work.
Well, thank you.
Rosalina said, yes, what's your favorite design of your prints? She said, what's your favorite design on your prints?
I don't know if I could pick a favorite coloring page. I think it changes with every season. And then it changes as my art gets better. Like this year with oh dear, I'm about to reveal one of the new products. Ta-da! Oh, and I don't think we put it in here. This year, I really like how this one turned out. The wreath is one of my favorite ones I drew this year for Christmas. I'm really proud of this one. Ever so often I come out with one, and later when I come back to it, because sometimes it'll be a couple weeks, and then we'll print them and I'll be like, whoa, that one, did I draw that? This was one of those where I go, did I draw that? And so this one I'm really proud of. So I don't know. There's another one I drew for this holiday season, which was of Mary and baby Jesus in a basket, and all you see are his cute little toes sticking out. That one's another one that I'm really proud of this holiday season. So I don't think I could say there's just one favorite picture. So that was a good question, though. But speaking of holiday bliss, we're here to talk about a really big announcement, and that is that Steve and I have started printing coloring books for you guys, and this is so exciting because we're not doing it the average way. We have actually started our own print center. A couple of years ago, we printed a coloring book. I've got it right here. This is the coloring book we had printed a couple of years ago, and it was a really awesome experience, and I love the way the book turned out, and we had good quality paper, and it was an awesome experience, but it cost so much money to have a small quantity of these books printed. And by the end, we had hoped to have the money to reinvest and have a reprint done, but it just didn't work out. We couldn't have another print done of these books. And it was so discouraging. And In the end, we just decided how could we do this again? How can we offer books, because we've had so many people, so many customers asking for printed products from us, and we started doing research, and I have such strong opinions about paper, about the way I want the books bound. I have so many strong opinions that Steve and I decided that it would be better if we had total control of the whole thing, and so we have invested and started our own in-house print center. We have purchased a really high quality printer. It's not just like a desktop printer. It's like one of the big behemoth printers, and we've invested in a binding machine and tons of stacks of my favorite kinds of papers and software to run it all, and we're ready now to offer you these amazing coloring books. And this is just phase 1. We have phase 2, which is going to be really exciting. And so I mean, phase 1 is really exciting too. I get all bumbled about talking about this because I'm so excited about what we have to offer here. But let me tell you right off real quick, what we're a special deal for you guys is if you order one of my coloring books, we would like to give you a free set of these awesome gift tags that you can color up and put on your Christmas gift packages. So we're really excited to give you a little gift, and you can pick the kind of paper you want the gift tags on, and they're really cute. There's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 24 different gift tags, and some of this art you might recognize if you're one of my members on my website. You might recognize some of this art, but some of it is brand new. So here's the next 8 that you will get for the tags. Steve designed the border for them, so they get printed with this really pretty gold border, and you can punch a little hole on it and either tie it onto the gift or tape it down. I'll probably just tape mine down. And then this page is all brand new art right here that I drew this year. So this is all brand new, very exciting. Look at the cute little bird and the cute little kitten in his socks, so cute. So you get all of these gift tags free when you purchase a book from us. So it's very exciting. And we have 2 books all ready for you to purchase. We have this Holiday Bliss book, which is full of holiday coloring pages, 30 of them, plus there's New Year's coloring pages in here too. So you'll find there's plenty of stuff to fill your hours for the rest of the year in here, and I'll flip through some of these. Actually, let me show you the other book real quick. This is the other book. And this is Mandala Bliss. And I'm so proud of this book because this is 30 brand new coloring pages that have never been available on my website. So brand new mandalas that I have hand drawn for you guys. So they are ready for you to color and enjoy. There are so many amazing mandalas in here that no one has seen or even downloaded before. So they are all here ready in this gorgeous book. Now, are there any quick questions before I start explaining how cool it is that you get to pick the paper you want for your books?
Maybe just to explain real quick how to get the free gift, kind of the details of that.
Okay, were you listening? Because I did already a little bit. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
It's okay. You've been
And you
typing.
mentioned the both things have to be in the card at the same time.
I didn't explain that. You explain how it works. So I told them that you buy a book and you get a set of gift tags.
Yes. And so the way you get the discount or the free tags is just pick any of the books, put those in the cart, and then go and put the gift tags in the cart, and then go down to the coupon code and just type free gift. It doesn't matter case sensitive or anything like that. Just FREEGIFT, apply the coupon, and it should remove the price of those gift tags, whichever ones you chose, whether you choose the colored pencil paper or the metallic paper. You should just take it all off, and you can get those for free.
Woohoo! Free gift tags. That's pretty cool. Okay, so because we own and control the print center, one of the coolest parts of all of this is that you get to pick what kind of paper you want your book printed on. So if you pick this mandala coloring book, there are 4 different kinds of paper you can choose from for your book. Isn't that cool? For like the first time ever, you get to pick. You have control over what kind of paper you want your book printed on. Now, these are all high quality papers. These are the papers I've been talking about for, I don't know, this whole entire year here on YouTube, on Facebook. These are my favorite papers that I absolutely adore. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this print center, was so that you can have the paper you want with the book that you want. Isn't that cool? I think that's so cool. So if you pick the Mandala Bliss book, you have 4 choices, and I'll show those to you here with the tags. This paper here is the color pencil paper that I talk about a lot. In fact, I think there's a whole video here on YouTube dedicated to it. This paper has a bit of a texture or a tooth, and it's nice and thick and rigid so that it can stand up to a lot of erasing and a lot of burnishing and all those different techniques we do with our color pencils. This is also a really good paper for pastels if you like to work with pastels. Pretty much any dry media will love this paper because it is so toothy and textured. Now, this paper is, I forget what my point that I was about to make. Anyway, I love this paper. When I had Steve print me, I think it's the mandala. Yeah. When I had him print me the Mandala Bliss book, I had him print the entire book on color pencil paper because I love this paper so much. This was kind of the paper that started me down the road of loving paper. I used to color on just standard like cardstock or standard copy paper, and I didn't really believe all the hype that paper could make a big difference. But once I tried a more textured paper, I realized, yep, you have to have texture to make your color pencils shine. It doesn't matter whether you're coloring with Prismacolors or Crayola. If you've got a bit of a texture on your paper, it makes all the difference. And that's one of the big reasons why I wanted to offer this kind of paper to you. And so this book here I have printed for me and for my use on the color pencil paper. Now, one of the options that you can add onto your book is a swatching page. I'm calling this the Bliss swatching page. And this will give you a place where you can swatch some of your color pencils. I think there's 30 different swatch spots here, so you can swatch a few of your colors and have them tracked here so you know which pencils you've been using on different pages and things. So I also had Steve put this one in on my book, and you can have it put into your book too. And you can also have added to your book, like I did on the Holiday Bliss book, a chipboard into the back. If you know you're going to be using your coloring book a lot, like on the go or on your lap, I would recommend adding a chipboard. It'll give your book more rigidity, and it also protects your book and gives it a little more protection on the edges and stuff, especially if you're dropping it into an art bag and that kind of thing. So there are ways to customize your book. It's so cool that you have control over that because we're the ones making each book just for you. So cool. Okay, so the color pencil paper is one option you have. Then this paper here is the marker paper. And this paper, we were testing it out here with some Crayola Super Tip markers, which is a wet media. You can also use alcohol markers on this paper. In fact, it shines and does awesome with your alcohol markers like Copics or Spectrum Noirs or your Chameleon markers. They're going to do awesome on this paper because it's so nice and thick. So there's a lot of fibers for the ink to soak into, so you can do lots of layering and blending. And then it's super smooth, so it will protect the tips of those markers and keep them really nice and new and working well. That's what you really need in a good marker paper. And so if you're going to be doing a lot of coloring with markers, then I would highly recommend you pick the marker paper for your coloring book. Now the next paper, this paper is what we call the mixed media paper. Now, if you're the kind of colorist that has gel pens, color pencils, markers, crayons, pastels, a little bit of everything, and so you know you're going to be coloring in these books with a little bit of everything, then this is the paper for you, because it's still pretty smooth, but it does have a bit of texture. Now, when you use the marker paper with colored pencils, it just sort of slips and slides along the top, and you can't really get a lot of that color pencil to lay down. So you really do need a little bit of texture for those color pencils. And that's where this mixed media paper comes in. Still slippery and smooth for those markers, but just enough tooth that you can lay down a little bit of color pencil and get some of that layering going on. So this is an awesome all-around, versatile, really good paper. Still nice and thick, so it can hold lots of layers of ink, and it's nice and rigid, so if you use other techniques, it can stand up to that. It's an awesome paper. And then the last paper you get to pick from is a brand new paper to us. It's a specialty paper. It's one that Steve found and was so excited about and brought it to me and said, "Come on, can this paper do something? Can we use it somehow in our new print center?" It's a metallic paper. Now, we don't know exactly how it's made. All we know is it's awesome. It's not a glitter paper, so there's no glitter. It's very smooth, and it shines like metallic type shine. Now, it doesn't do well with gel pens. So if you color with gel pens, this is not the paper for you. I tried it with gel pens, and the gel pens just didn't want to dry, like, ever. So I don't recommend gel pens with it. Where it works awesome is with alcohol markers. Here I was practicing and doing some alcohol marker coloring. Here is Crayola Super Tip. So this is a water-based marker. The rest of this is all alcohol-based marker. Up here, these are just plain old Sharpie markers. And down here are some of my more artist grade markers. These are the Bliss Studio markers. And I was getting some gorgeous blends. And when you move it in the light, the metallicness of the paper shines up through the ink and almost, well, it does. It makes your marker look metallic. So all of a sudden it looks like you're coloring with metallic markers. It's really cool. So that's another option you can pick for your coloring books or for your free set of gift tags, is this awesome metallic paper. And like I said, I would really recommend you use alcohol markers, which are your Sharpies, your Copics, or pretty much any marker that has a strong smell. That would be an alcohol marker. So those are the papers you get to pick. And the two books we have available for you to choose from right away are your Mandala Bliss with the 30 brand new mandalas, or Holiday Bliss, which has all kinds of awesome holiday, including New Year art. We'll flip through that here in a minute. And you get to choose whether you want the swatch page, and you get to choose if you'd like to add the chipboard on the back too. So when you go to the cart, you get to all these fun things you get to choose, and then Steve will build it for you, your very own coloring book, just the way you want it. It's so cool, and it's bound along the top, so it's out of the way when you're coloring, and it's beautiful. And I'm so excited for you to have a high quality, gorgeous coloring book the way you want it. It's so cool. And I've been talking and talking and talking, and I bet there's all these questions and comments. I felt like there was, so much to cover. And, there's one more option I didn't even mention that you get to pick from. You can have a blotting page added in. And yes, it's a piece of extra paper that you put behind your page in case the ink seeps through, which probably won't happen because this paper is so thick. But, once in a while, things like that may happen. So you may want a blotting page. And then I added onto the blotting page a ton of coloring tips to kind of help you with your coloring. So this is another add-on you can add if you would like to. So cool. Okay, now I'm ready to answer some questions.
Yep, just lots of highs.
Hello!
And, Victoria's... she says, happy to see you again. Hugs from Barcelona.
Oh, hello, Barcelona. That's so cool.
And, we have Anna and Kelly came back over from
Oh, hello. Welcome. You're so kind to follow me from Facebook over here.
And then Anne from A Colorful Life says, I love this. I can't tell you how excited I am.
Oh, welcome. I'm so excited that you came here, first of all. Thank you, Anna. And then I'm excited to be able to offer, this awesome paper for everyone to have it in these books. I can't wait. I wish you could feel the weight of these books. They're so cool.
It sounds like Anne, she says marker paper, doing a cartwheel.
Yeah.
And then Grace's Coloring Corner says, yay, mixed media paper. That's my dream.
Yeah, I was going to bring that out and do some gel pen coloring.
They love the metallic. Carrie Simi says, love the metallic paper look.
Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Oh, and the blending. I need to show you. The blending. I was working on this piece right here. I'm not quite done with it yet because I wanted the white of the dove to pop, so I'm doing the background blue instead. So I'll work on that while we answer questions. Anyway.
Carrie Simi also says, tips. I love your tips.
Is this the Carrie Simi that I know?
I think it might be.
I think it might be.
So for Kelly and Victoria, who are both over in Europe, we should probably address the whole international shipping right now.
Yeah, right now we're not offering shipping internationally, and I apologize for that. Steve worked 2 days straight, 10 hours each day, trying to figure out shipping. And one of the biggest problems we have, maybe you can explain it, Steve. You'll explain it better than me.
Yeah, you bet. The paper that we're using really is very heavy paper. You fill a ream. When you get a ream of this stuff, it's heavy. And just to give you an idea, most coloring books that you buy that are available through Amazon and other places, those that say they're artist quality paper might be 97 GSM, grams per square meter is how they measure the weight of the paper. This is 271 grams per square meter. So, it's significantly thicker than what you get in most of your coloring books. So that's awesome, but the problem is that it also weighs a lot. And so when I was looking at international shipping, it immediately puts us over kind of the lighter weights that are more reasonably priced, like first class shipping through U.S. Postal Service International is pretty reasonably priced. But you can only go up to 13 ounces or 16 ounces. Well, this, a 20-page book is 20 ounces. And so now you're getting up into priority shipping, which means it's $32, for a $16 book. So it just, we just figured we got to keep looking. Yeah.
So in the new year, Steve is going to keep looking for solutions for international shipping because everything we've looked at so far has been discouraging. So
when we really were looking forward, we just wanted so bad to do international shipping, but it's just so expensive. We're not quite sure what to do about it.
And we've got a lot of fans internationally now, and we really want to take care of you. So we're going to keep working on it and see what we can find. So
Victoria asked, can we print them? These, I guess one way you could print them is we have our premium membership. And, most of these coloring pages and what we come up with, make it into our premium membership library. That's only $5 a month. And so I guess in that way you could go in and print them plus, almost 400 other coloring pages.
Yeah, we're close to 400 coloring pages in that in my online library, and it is just $5 a month to support me there as a premium member, and you can cancel anytime you want. And you go over there, sign up, and you're a premium member. And as a premium member, you get 10% off your order. So if you order a book, you get 10% off just by being a premium member, because I love you. And so that's one perk of being a premium member. Plus, also, you get that whole month access to my entire library on there. Now, the only thing that's not available right now on the library are the new mandalas from the Mandala Bliss. We haven't included that yet because we're sort of saving it for all you people who are so kind as to support me and purchase the Mandala Bliss book. So other than that, I think everything you've seen is on the premium membership library. So yeah, you can print them there. And we do have some free stuff too. You can sign up as a free member, and it's always free forever. I protect your information loyally. You won't ever be charged as a free member. And there are some free pages, free worksheets as a free member too. So go check it out. I even have some free holiday pages there right now, so you can go check that out. Now, also, a really cool thing, if you want to become a member and have all these pages to download and you want to try this paper, I have something also new that you can purchase from the shop. So, did you have a question I needed to answer first?
I was just going to say, and the premium members get 10% off.
Yeah, I said that while you were
said
typing.
Sorry, I keep typing and then I miss what you're saying.
Okay, so one of the things I wanted to do with this new print shop was to be able to offer to all of you this paper. Now, we've been suggesting you purchase the paper for quite a long time, and the problem is you can purchase it on Amazon, but you have to purchase it by the ream. And like Steve said, the reams are big, they're heavy. When you purchase a ream, you get like 250 pages, and I've always thought I wish I could have a way to let you guys purchase a variety pack and get just a small stack of each kind of paper to try at home. So because now we have a good selection of this paper here, we are able to offer to you a variety pack of the paper. So on the shop you can purchase, I have it in this little purple bag. You'll get it in a nice purple bag like this. It won't have a big smear from the sticker. We were testing the sticker. Look at these cute stickers we got. Okay, anyway, you'll get this nice pack. And how many pages of each kind do they get, Steve?
They get 30.
So you'll get 30 of 3 different kinds of paper. You get 30 of the marker paper. And now this is the lighter weight version of these papers. And the reason we picked the lighter weight, now these are still really heavy weight. And the reason we picked the lighter weight is because we were a little concerned that your home printers wouldn't be able to handle the heaviest weight possible. So the way you want to check this before you purchase the variety pack is to check the specs of your home printer to make sure it can handle the GSM. Now, in the paper world, and we've talked about this here on YouTube before, you'll see paper called pound, like this is 60-pound paper, and then you'll also see a number of GSM. Now, you always want to look for the GSM number because the pound number is very misleading because there's different kinds of paper and the pounds read differently depending on the kind of paper. But the GSM stays pretty consistent from kind of paper to kind of paper. So your printer will tell you your printer can handle up to 150 GSM, or it'll tell you up to 200 GSM. So check out the specs of your printer, and then you'll know if all these kinds of paper are going to work for you. That's our advice before you pick this up. Now, this set has 30 Bliss marker paper. That's that gorgeous, smooth, wonderful paper that you can blend and do all kinds of things with. You're going to just love it. And then it comes with, let me just flip down to the next stack. Oh, come on. There we go. Then you get 30 of the Bliss Mixed Media paper, which is 176 GSM. And this is, again, just like I talked about before, just lightly textured. And it works awesome for pretty much everything. Gel pens, color pencil, marker, pastels, you know, pretty much you name it, and it's going to work good for you. And then the last type of paper I've got in here is my beloved color pencil paper at 147 GSM. And that's the kind with the extra amount of tooth so that it will hold the dry media like color pencil and pastels really good, and you can layer and blend, and this is fantastic paper too. So this paper pack combined with your either your free membership or your premium membership on our website, and you can print down all kinds of coloring pages and you are good to go. So I'm really excited to offer this to you so that you can try all 3 kinds of paper for yourself, and you won't have to buy a full ream of each kind of paper to have this experience. It's really awesome.
Yes. Well, we've had Grace's Coloring Corner.
Well,
Says,
hello.
I just bought the holiday book.
Thank you so much. I am so honored that you would support me by purchasing that. That's so cool. Ooh.
Kim says, looking forward to see you flip through the holiday book.
Okay, we'll flip through that here in a second.
And Carrie Simi asked, can I stop by your home after school someday this week and shop?
Yeah. Oh, you
said,
totally
"For sure."
should come and check out the print center. It's so cool. And you should come play in the art studio with me too.
Oh, yeah.
Come and
then
play.
Tina Guzman says, ordered. Been waiting for one of your coloring books for a long time. Thank you for your premium member discount.
Thank you. And thank you for all your support, a premium member and an order. Wow. Thank you.
Anne with the Coloring Life says, well, my 2 books are ordered, and now I can sit back and smile.
Oh, well, you can imagine Steve on Monday morning down in our print center working, or I was calling you our print elf. Is that what I called you on Facebook? I was saying on Sunday he won't be working. He'll be on customer service duty, but not on print duty. But Monday morning he'll be on print duty. So.
Yes, that's right. And Michelle says, bought it all.
Oh, wow. Thank you. That's so awesome. I do have one more thing to show all of you that we put together, and it's something very near and dear to my heart. Is there any more questions, or can I show?
No. Anne says, Print Elf is going to be busy.
Yes, he is going to be busy. Isn't that awesome? I'm so excited. Okay. This is the last product that we're going to be releasing before the new year, and then in the new year we'll have phase 2 with new things to release, so you can look forward to that. But this is something very near and dear to my heart, which is a sketchbook. Now, before I became a bit of an artist, I guess I can call myself an artist. Before I became an artist, I was sort of scared of sketchbooks. I always thought sketchbooks were for artists and for drawing, and you had to be something of a, make professional things inside of a sketchbook. But as I have grown in my art career and my art journey, I have discovered that sketchbooks are so much more. I use it for journaling. I use it for note-taking. I take my sketchbooks with me to church, and I do my note-taking during church. I take my sketchbooks with me everywhere, and I love them. And it's one of my goals this coming year on this YouTube channel is to share with all of you my love of sketchbooks. I don't want colorists to be afraid of sketchbooks, because I think sketchbooks are for everyone. And because I love these 3 types of paper so much, one of the things I wanted was a sketchbook with all 3 types of paper. And I have never been able to find a sketchbook with multiple kinds of paper before. And I want a sketchbook that has, if I feel like coloring with color pencils and doing art with color pencils, I want it to be right there, ready to go. But if I also feel like gel pens one day, I want mixed media paper there, and so on and so on. And so this is my dream sketchbook. And I'm so excited to offer it to you. It's quite a big sketchbook. Look at how thick that is. It's got 60 pages, 30 pages of each kind of paper. We've got the color pencil paper in here. We've got the marker paper in here and the mixed media paper in here. Let me show you. Right here you can see there's an insert that tells you all about each kind of paper, what it's good for, all of their little stats. Now this is the big paper, not the lightweight printer friendly paper. This is the big stuff. So that's why this book is so thick. So you've got the 100-pound or 271 GSM marker paper, and you've got the really thick color pencil paper, and same with the mixed media paper. This is the good stuff, and I love this book. And each section has the divider, just like the sample pack did, to tell you what each paper is good for and that you're in the right section with your right tools. And I also included my texture and doodle prompts in here. So if you're a little nervous about getting a sketchbook because you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do with a sketchbook, don't worry, because you'll have the doodle prompts in here, and it will give you a place to start, and you'll know what to do with it. And plus, we're going to be doing some YouTube videos this year all about sketchbooks and how to enjoy it. And I'm hoping to spread the joy and, you know, make everybody as addicted to sketchbooks as I am, because I love my sketchbooks for so much, and I think you guys are going to love it. So if you want to be prepared for those upcoming YouTube videos, you may want to drop a sketchbook into your cart when you're ordering your other stuff too. So I love this sketchbook.
Kelly says I use sketchbooks to swatch, to make swatches of colors that I'm using and what page they're used on.
Yeah, and this would be a perfect place to do it, because if you've got the paper that you're ordering from me, and you know the coloring page is going to be printed on, say, the color pencil paper, then make sure you're swatching on the right paper, because your colors are going to look different on different paper. Like if you're swatching this blue marker, for instance, the color of this blue marker will look different on the marker paper than it will on the color pencil paper. It's very different. So you have to make sure you're swatching on the right paper. Paper is so important. Oh, I'm just a little bit passionate about paper. So this is so cool. Another really cool thing for you guys to order is a sketchbook.
I know we had a request to flip through the coloring.
Holiday coloring. A holiday coloring book, which I had Steve print for me on the marker paper. I'm getting bumbly with my talking.
Which we always put the little sheet in front of it before it starts, so you know what kind of paper it's on.
Yeah, so you'll know when you get it. Oh, in the book, let me show you. You get this really pretty cover. Look how gorgeous. Steve helped pick out the paper for the cover, and our printer prints it so pretty. Like I said, the printer we invested in is not just your standard printer. It's a good, high quality printer. We wanted to make sure that the prints you get are high quality, so you won't be afraid of the ink smudging and all that stuff. Inside the front cover, you get 5 tips for coloring Bliss. When I color, I use it almost like a meditative, therapeutic type practice. And so I wanted to share with you the tips that I follow to help it be a meditative practice. So that's here. And then, of course, like I said, I had Steve add for me the Bliss swatching page that you can add to your books if you'd like. And Steve will add it to your book. And then in the back of my book, I also added the chipboard, because I knew that this book would probably be hauled downstairs to my recliner where I sit and I do a lot of my coloring. And the back of the book also has a little about me section where there's a silly picture of me and my family and a little info about me and our little family business. And there's a little shot of what the really pretty back cover looks like too. And then I'll flip through the pages, and if you guys have any questions while I'm flipping, you can go ahead and ask it.
A Colorful Life says the sketchbook is an excellent excellent idea.
Oh,
I have never
gosh,
seen one like that with the different paper. That was
yeah,
really cool.
I've never seen it either. I don't know why more people aren't doing it. The next paper I want to source is watercolor paper. And of course, we found lots of different kinds of watercolor paper, but a lot of it is just too expensive. We're trying to find a watercolor paper that will fit through our printer, but it's just too expensive. And by the time we would print an entire book on that paper, it would be like $40 for a book or something like that. And I don't think even my biggest fans would pay $40 for a book. And so we're trying to find a good, reasonably priced watercolor paper.
Grace's Coloring Corner asks, what is your favorite type of colored pencil?
It's right now it's probably a toss-up between the Prismacolors and the Polychromos. If you were here in my studio with me, you would look right above me, and both of those sets are always displayed ready for me to grab and handy. I have a small set of 24 Prismacolors that stay in my purse with me at all times and go with me everywhere I go. So those are right now my two favorite brands. So
Anna had a good question. Like I said earlier, I don't draw. What do you do with blank paper when you don't draw?
Those doodle prompts that are here in the front of my sketchbook are a really good place to start. And that's what I'm going to be talking a lot about with my, when we do the YouTube series about sketchbooks. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about how I use, like when I go to meetings or church, I'll often take notes in my sketchbook, and one of my favorite things to do is to write a word. Like if the talk is about faith, I'll write the word faith in really big letters and color those letters, and then I'll doodle all around the words and then add little notes about, you know, like if they quote a scripture or something, I'll add that around the word. And that's how I take notes during church. And it keeps me awake, and it gives me kind of a reminder of what the meeting was about. And it's also very entertaining to any kids that are around me. Also, I've noticed a lot of adults watch me do it as well. And I think it helps a lot of people stay awake and a little entertained during the meeting. So that's a couple things I do with my sketchbook, but I have a lot to share with you on sketchbooks. I'm really excited. They're really not just for artists that draw, so it's going to be lots of fun.
Colorful Life says, Anna, you can also swatch your colors from markers, pencils, etc.
Yeah,
in the book.
And swatching is actually a really relaxing thing to do, like low pressure. It's just a square or a circle, and it's very relaxing and meditative to swatch your coloring supplies. Plus, it's handy. But if I'm not feeling good, sometimes I just swatch my coloring supplies. I'll just pull out a set of gel pens and swatch them just for fun.
Lori says the pictures are adorable.
Oh, thank you. We're getting to the New Year's ones now. There's lots of cute New Year's ones. I really like how this one turned out too. The New Year's first kiss.
Grace's Coloring Corner asked, how long did it take you to draw these pictures?
Oh my goodness. These ones towards the back are, well, not all of them towards the back, but a lot of them were hand drawn before I had my iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil. So they were drawn old school in a sketchbook and then inked by hand. And those took hours. Like I could only maybe complete 1.5 drawings a day if I was really diligent. Because it takes a long time to shade and correct your mistakes. Nowadays, I'm on the iPad, and like this one was done on the iPad, and I can correct my mistakes faster, and I can maybe do, if I'm really diligent, I can do maybe 3 a day. So I'm up to maybe 2 hours. If I have the idea, and I don't have to research the idea, I'm up to maybe 2 to 3 hours a picture. But if I have to research, then it's maybe double that. If you want
to do something more challenging.
Yeah, like this one was pretty simple. Yeah, this one was pretty simple. So this was probably a 2-hour drawing. This one here, the gingerbread. Oh, this one here was way longer. This one was probably a 4 to 5 hour, maybe even 6 hour drawing because of all the little needles. I did do some where you copy and paste, but I re-inked all of them individually because I don't like the look of copy paste art. Or, you know, some of those artists will like copy and paste the exact same image over and over to cover a full page. I really don't like that look. I don't want you guys stuck coloring the exact same thing over and over. I think that's so boring for you guys. So I try to ink and draw new things in the whole page so you're not bored. But this one right here, this one took forever to draw all those little tiny details, and her hair, for some reason I really was challenged with her braid. And then at the very end I got this idea, what if every single candy cane was different? And I was really excited about that idea until I was about halfway through the candy canes. And then I was like, what have I done to myself? I don't know how to make every candy cane a little bit different. So this one became a big challenge to me all of a sudden.
So when you asked me, whose great idea was that?
Yeah. And you're like, what? Did someone suggest that idea? And I was like, no, it was my idea. What was I thinking? And then all the mandalas, they were all drawn by hand, old school style, before I had the iPad. So this one probably represents, 180 hours easy worth of just drawing. This was a lot of work. So when these are like really detailed. So this one you'll find lots of wobbly hand lines and fun stuff like that. You can really be really in and a part of me and my art here. So, which I think is neat. I really appreciate hand-drawn art when I see it from other artists. So there's something special about hand-drawn art. At least I think so. Anyway, should we do some coloring, or I could also, we haven't shown the example of the difference between high quality paper and low quality paper too.
The Colorful Life says, I bought the mandala book with metallic paper.
Oh.
And can't wait to get those shiny blends.
Oh my goodness. I want you to post your pictures.
It's just so cool. I don't know what it is about that metallic. But
you're going to love it. And it blends so good. I don't know. Did I show you guys the bird yet? I can't remember if I showed it on YouTube or Facebook now. This was so easy to blend, and do it while it's wet. So like have your two markers side by side, and it goes so easy. So easy. Maybe I'll have to demo that in a second. Anyway, so easy.
Well, Carrie had a cool idea. She says, I want to color them, put tiny LED lights poked in special places, and then frame them for gifts next year. Oh. At least that's what's floating in my head right now. You are so inspiring.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love the community of colorists and the, what's the word? It starts with a C. Collaboration that this is. Like, I've always said that this is such a collaboration, and I'm always thinking about you guys when I'm drawing. Like I said this on YouTube, Facebook the other day, like as I'm drawing, I'm really thinking about you guys. And I'm not just saying this, it's true. I'm always thinking about, have I added enough details to inspire you? When I'm drawing in lines, I'm imagining, make sure you do it evenly, because when they come back and they're coloring it, they're going to want to make sure, they're going to be going yellow, red, and if you haven't made the spot for the yellow, they're going to notice. And so I try my hardest and think about you guys a lot, because it is such a collaboration. I'm only doing part, and then you guys come in and take it to the end, take it to the finish line, and so I really do feel like it's a collaboration, and I'm honored that you guys want to do art with me. It's such an honor. So I love seeing what you do, and I love this interactiveness. It's really cool. So I want to show you why, one of the big reasons why I wanted control over the whole process and why we started our own print center. One of the reasons is I wanted to pick the paper for you guys, because paper snob is kind of a strong word. Paper enthusiast.
Yes.
But I really feel strongly about the paper. You know, like for this one here, the Holiday Bliss, I had Steve print it on the marker paper. This marker paper is like heaven for blending and layering because it's so thick and so smooth. You can get tons of layers of ink, and because the paper is so dense and thick, it just keeps accepting layer upon layer of the ink. And if you get a paper that isn't the right thickness or the right smooth, you just can't get the same results. You just can't. And so I wanted control over that so I could give you that same experience at home when you get this book. Now, there are coloring books out there that claim to be artist quality, and it really angers me because it's just not the same quality. And I don't want you to have a discouraging result and not understand why and then blame yourself when it isn't. It's low quality, substandard paper. And you're thinking it's you, but it's not. It's the paper they gave you. So let me show you an example real quick. I have a few coloring books. Ever so often we pick up other artists' coloring books, partly because I like to see what they're doing, and partly because I want to know what kind of paper they're doing so that I can make sure we're still giving you the best product. So here you can see on the side how thick this book is. My book here, and I'm going to remove the cover, and I'm going to remove the swatching page because I want to get down to just the 30 coloring pages. I'm going to remove that and that. Okay, that's how thick it is of just the 30 coloring pages right here. And here is a coloring book that I picked up. I've got all the covers covered because I don't want to make any artist have a bad name. But this is a 50-page coloring book here. And if we did the same thing and removed the back cover and any superfluous, how do you say that? Any extra pages and got straight to just the coloring pages, you can see how much thinner this book is. This is 50 pages compared to my 30. And so that shows you right off the quality that these 30 pages have. So again, when you're looking at pages, looking at books, you're going to want to look at the GSM of the paper that they're offering and compare GSM to GSM because those pound numbers are misleading. It's the GSM numbers that will tell you really. Here's another book here. This is a 30-page book. And we do the same thing, remove any extra pages and get just to the art. This one, it's just 30 pages. So this is a more accurate comparison. Here again, that's their 30 pages and my 30 pages. Again, I hope you can see that. I hope it's coming across on the camera. There you can see how much thicker this paper is. And move this out of the way. And here is another book. This one is one of those that claims to be high artist quality paper. So if you move all of the extra pages, the advertising pages and their covers away, and you get down to just their 30 art pages. So there's their 30 art pages compared to the thickness of our 30 art pages here. So again, just awesome, high quality. I'm so excited for you to get your hands on it and really blend in that ink and just really enjoy how the ink works on this awesome paper. So cool to me that you get to have this experience. And then this is my book, the first one we printed, and now because we have control over the paper and we get to give you the best paper, and this was really good paper. Now it's even better paper. So if you do the same thing, get rid of the cover and down to the 30 pages. Look at the improvement we've been able to make for you guys. From really good quality to the most awesome quality paper. So,
Kim says paper aficionado.
oh, I like that. That's better than enthusiast.
Oh, wow. Victoria says I got to go. It's 4 a.m. here.
Ooh.
I'm going to dream with those 2 books. Very happy to see you again.
Go dream of it. Oh, thanks for joining us. 4 a.m. Wow, that's a late night.
Kelly says, I hate it when they say it's artist grade paper, and then when you get it, the paper is just a little bit thicker, but still feels like copy paper.
Yeah, it's really discouraging. And I feel bad for those people that, like I said, they blame themselves. Oh, I can't color. I no matter what I do, I can't make it look good. And I'm like, it's not you. It's probably either your paper or your so-called artist quality pencils that still just cracks me up that Crazy Art says artist quality on their box. It cracks me up. So it's most likely it's not you. It's probably...
It's all marketing.
Yeah, it's all marketing. So that's why I wanted to spend this time. And I know this is a long video. And for anyone who comes on and watches this later, you're hanging in there for such a long video. But I really wanted you to understand why Steve and I have been so excited about offering these products to you and doing our own print center so we could have control, and I can give you a product that I'm proud of and you can get and hold on to and go, this is the paper Jennifer loves. So I hope that you will love it as much as I love it, because these products just make me happy and I just love them. So
we got to get phase 2 going here soon,
I know,
because we've had a couple questions about future books and maybe reprinting the first book. And anyway, we got some exciting stuff coming.
Phase 2 is going to be amazing, and so hang in there.
It should hopefully just a couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, 2018 is just a blink away. And so we've got more YouTube videos coming in 2018. Like I said, I'm going to do an art studio tour. We're going to go into a sketchbook series where I'm going to maybe teach you guys how to love sketchbooks like I do. And we're going to be releasing phase 2 of our print center, vision. So there's a lot to come this year, and not to mention the fact that we still have that huge library over on our website that is waiting for you. If you're a premium member, you can go enjoy that. So, and if you're a free member, I'm always putting up free coloring pages. In fact, we've got several brand new holiday free coloring pages available right now that will go away after the holidays are over. So you'll want to jump over and take advantage of those free pages. What else do we have going on? The color pencil review series is going to come back too, so you can look forward to that. And I have like 2 drawers sitting right next to me here in the art studio full of products waiting to be reviewed besides color pencils. And I have an entire box full of items to be given away. Some of them were gifted to us by companies, so they're waiting to be given to you. So they're like full sets of amazing art products. And then we have some stuff that Steve and I have been gathering to give away as giveaways. So, and we're going to be doing giveaways of our print products coming up in the new year too. So there's lots to go on in the new year to look forward to. So we appreciate all your help. Anything you can do to support us would be great, as far as like sharing off this video, hitting like, commenting, all those things that you guys know so well in the social media world would be so great to help us to get the word out about our print center. That would be great. We got to recoup some of our money. The next big purchase we want to make for the print center is an awesome perforating machine. We purchased a perforating machine, but it didn't do what we wanted it to do. So I'm not offering perforating at this time, because I don't want to offer anything that doesn't make us proud of our products. I don't know if you can see on camera, but there's like little pieces of white fluff everywhere. I'm calling it paper dandruff. And the perforator we purchased is creating paper dandruff. And it caused the papers to go really thick. I thought I had one. I do. I've got a sample here. We tried perforating one of the books. This is the Mandala Bliss book. that we had printed on mixed media paper, and I'll still color it because it's still beautiful. But we perforated it, and here you can see, I'll move it in the light a bit here. When we perforated it, it's a less expensive machine because we can't afford like $5,000 for the best perforator. And so we bought the less expensive one, and it causes this thick, bumpy perforation that is like kind of snows papery flecks everywhere. And I'm calling it, like I said, paper dandruff. And then because it's so thick, it's causing the paper to pile up like a little mountain right here. So we had to use a giant ring, which is ugly and would take up so much room in our bags. And then it's sort of poofy and hard to color on, which is a pain. So I just am unhappy with it and refuse to pass on a substandard product to you guys. So perforation is out. But if you really want this book without any kind of binding, because you just want it loose. Like, I know a lot of you don't color in the book. You like to have the page out and you put it in a clipboard, or you just take 1 or 2 pages at a time and color it. Steve will make it for you without any binding, without the punching for the binding. He can make it for you exactly like the book, just unbound. So that is an option in the cart. You can look for that. So, because I know that's important to some of you. So look for that as well. So in the meantime, before we can, find a way to solve this perforation problem, you can get it unbound. But I apologize. I really wanted to give you perforation. Obviously we did. We bought an entire machine for it. But I'm not going to give it to you and pass on a substandard product. So that's the problem with perforation. Look how giant that ring is compared to that ring. Isn't that ridiculous? So, nope, no perforation. That was a very long soliloquy about perforation. But we were so frustrated. We were so excited about this little perforator. It's the cutest little machine, and it pulls it through and, zzz, and it's perforated. And we were like, yeah, but nope. It's too bad. Yeah. Someday we'll afford a $5,000 machine for perforating.
That's right. Grace's Coloring Corner asks, will you be reviewing Holbein's?
Oh, they are in my cart on Amazon. So hopefully one of these days when I have a little extra money to invest in more color pencils for reviews, they will be one of them. That one's one of them that get requested a lot. So it's high on the list of pencils to purchase. So I appreciate you. Keep bringing them up. I love your recommendations. You guys can suggest things as much as you want. So don't think you're bugging me with your recommendations. I love your recommendations.
And Anna asked more mini books.
Oh, I haven't thought about drawing a new mini book lately. I need to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for the recommendation.
Got little Mishka, our cat here, meowing.
Yeah, can you guys hear him? He's so cute.
What is it, buddy?
What time is it? Have we been on here
I think
a very long time? I was going to do a little coloring, but I feel like we've been here for a long time. If you want to go over to Facebook, I did do a little coloring where we tested Crayola Super Tips on all the marker type papers. So if you want to see how those worked, you can pop over there. Yeah. So many fun things for you to try. I really appreciate all of you guys, all the kinds of support, whether it's as a free member or just coming on and watching my videos. It's so much fun. I'm excited for 2018 and all the things we have planned. And unless there's any last minute questions, I think I might take a break and go let my voice rest. I've been all excited and hyper. We're going to take some pictures of these products and get them on our website too. That needs to happen. So lots to do to keep all this print center going. We can't believe we wanted to release this back right after Halloween was the goal. And here we are, December 15.
We're still not ready for like our main big release.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, we got to get something out for Christmas.
Yeah.
So.
It just has taken, like, there's a million, I mean, anyone who's ever started a business knows there's a million little details. We didn't think there'd be a million. We thought maybe 500,000 little details because this is an extension of a current business. But no, this is like starting a brand new business. So there has been a million little details, but it's such a joy to do it because we're so passionate and excited about what we're going to offer. And I'm so excited to show you guys phase 2. So, yay! Anyway,
all right.
Thanks again for all your support. Remember, share, like, subscribe. What else are you supposed to say? I always forget. I need to practice my YouTube ending your little schmoozing thing that you're supposed to do at the end. Your jingle or whatever. Anyway, you guys know what to do. You're awesome. Love you all. Have a great weekend. I'll be live on Facebook on Wednesday if you want to join me over there. We'll be doing some fun coloring, some actual coloring, not just talking about stuff. We'll be coloring. So if you're interested in that, come and join me on Facebook on Wednesday. So, and I'll be here on YouTube again soon, hopefully. So you guys are awesome. Thanks. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.